Today we have the topic how to prove the ROI of Surfer. And before we dive into it, I just wanted to ask you, uh, how long have you been using Surfer? Is it a couple of months? Maybe you're just starting, or maybe you're a seasoned surfer. Let me know. Uh, let me know. 28 people on the stream already, which is great. And I will be watching the chat just to assess your answers so I can understand whether I have a super experienced audience or I should adjust uh, my communication. Pascal, thank you. A year plus another year. So I can see we have a mixed audience, but I'm telling you, uh, everybody will get good stuff out of this stream because increasing the ROI of any SEO campaign, making work more efficient was the foundation, the cornerstone of building Surfer. So that's a topic that is really close to my heart. So I feel like I have something to say. Before we dive into the application itself, I would just quickly remind everybody new what is Surfer, and well, you can consider Surfer as a SEO content marketing platform where you take your SEO content campaign from ideation through writing, optimization, and maintenance of your website. So it's always fresh, it's evergreen when it comes to Google requirements. So this is how I personally see Surfer. It basically empowers people to um, make the best use of their time while doing SEO content campaigns. We start with data, we do reverse engineering, so every single decision that is made based on our recommendations is data driven, is reverse engineering. So everything we tell you for a reason, and that reason lies somewhere in the search engine results page. Okay, that being said, I've got three pretty cool announcements when it comes to things that are coming soon. So first of all, the Surfer AI articles. You got this little toggle in there that says boost anti-AI detection, and we were using some algorithms in there, but from when the update kicks in, we will start using the Surfer's humanizer algorithm, which is so much better because from now on, it will also preserve keywords. So even though the article will be humanized, it will also include all the entities to keep the score, the optimization score, really high. Besides that, there's another update coming to internal linking because we've heard that so many people using internal links injection find it really hard to figure out where are these links. So we will mark them with the purple color, so it will be so much easier to spot them. Where did we inject these links? And besides that, and I'm really excited about this one, so I will probably flip the screen share for a moment, is the cannibalization report. And some of you may be able to access it already, some of you not because it's still in early stage, but we are cooking it for you. It's available from here. There's the export and there's the cannibalization report, which will basically give you a CSV file with all the keywords that are ranked by different pages, with their position, with their impressions, clicks. So you will be able to figure out, like you see on this screen right now, you will be able to figure out that, okay, there's a code of conduct examples keyword, and there are like bunch of pages competing against each other with that within your own domain. So you will be able to figure out like, hey, I really have a cannibalization issue on this keyword, so maybe I will re-optimize the pages or maybe send internal links from supporting pages to the to the main page, to the clear winner page. So I feel you will find it really helpful, the cannibalization report. It will give you a lot of insights of how you can improve your own page. So that being said, let me go back to, well, to the camera, because we are about to start the topic of our today's academy, which is how to prove ROI of Surfer. And we built this product to improve the efficiency of SEO specialists. But having a subscription to Surfer doesn't mean having results. It requires your action. So it's not like you put the money to the bank deposit and you will see interest going up and up, and it's not going like it's not like that. When you have subscription to Surfer, you have access to data, you have access to insights that help you either save time, save money, empower your employees, empower yourself with the information that you couldn't get without the product, and then you can turn that information into money. So nothing happens without the action. It's not a product that you connect to your website and without doing nothing, the traffic goes up. So definitely you should not think about Surfer in this category. It empowers people's actions. Without the actions, there are no results. Please remember that. And the more work you do with Surfer, it can be either optimizing existing articles, creating new pages with content editor, or even internal linking to help redistribute link juice across your pages. The more of these you do, the more you can make out of it. So, like I said, it's not a bank deposit. It's not going to work on its own. It requires you. That's number one key point I want you to acknowledge. And there are obviously a couple of types of businesses that can benefit from using Surfer, and I broke it down into a couple of categories. So we have in-house teams for SaaS, for e-commerce, or any other business. It can be either SEO in-house team or marketing in-house team that has an SEO specialist within the team that takes care of Google organic traffic. There is another category of SEO agency, marketing agency, SEO freelancer that works with some contractors to help out with content or optimization things, and obviously the content agencies. These are the three biggest types of people or businesses who can benefit from having Surfer in their toolkit. And the last but not least are the SMBs, also local SMBs, where there is like a one-man army. So the owner does the marketing, does the job, and everything in between. So if that's the case, freeing up your time, if you decided that you want to do SEO content, it is extremely beneficial, because if you wanted to do it by hand or hire the agency or the contractor to do it for you, it will save you a lot of money. All right. So I think that the best way to show you the value of each area would be when I create a story. So someone has a task to do, and I show how to do this task and what's the benefit of executing this particular job with Surfer. I think that's the best way to approach this. You will tell me after the webinar if that was actually the best way or not. But let's get it started. I will start the screen share. And what's that? Surfer credits giveaway? Well, I think it's worth to scroll through this page because you can get some AI credits and content editor credits for writing some reviews, for sharing your results, for attending Surfers Academy, even attending this particular episode for all of these. How many people? 48 people. You can get more content editor credits applied to your account. So, well, reach out to the support, read these, and you'll be able to get more credits. All right. But seriously, the first story. The first story. Let's start with the agency approach. So it can be a situation when there's a company that provides SEO or digital marketing services to clients that is about bringing them more organic traffic. That's the contract. And we have two roles in that agency that can be using Surfer directly. It can be either the SEO Manager or Head of SEO or the SEO Specialist. And let me break down the first story of the manager, the head of SEO, who's responsible for creating standard operating procedures for the company, the way the company is working. We basically, when I was still working in the agency, we improved our SOPs, we improved the way we worked with on-page SEO by incorporating Surfer, by building the tool for ourselves. So, so I learned by example, like how it turned out for us. So the main goal of the SEO Manager is how to keep the client for a long time, and at the same time not spending too many hours because the margin will shrink. So high margin, as little time as possible, quite 80-20 rule applied there. We naturally look into providing progress for the clients through the on-page optimization because it's way cheaper than building backlinks. Like you will have to pay a couple of hundreds for a strong link. It's basically not the best way to utilize clients' money if you can spend some hours, do work, provide the results with the on-page. That's quite often the first thing they do. But there are a few struggles if we want to keep it efficient. So first, which pages to tackle? So which pages should we start optimization with to impress the client? Then how to produce effective content plan, obviously quickly, to ideally upsell the client for the content production by showing them the content gap. Like, hey, you have this amount of pages, your competitors have that amount of pages, you should consider closing that gap. So how to produce such a content map to ideally upsell the client to not only get some optimizations done, get some backlinks done, but also get some new content sold through the agency. And at the very end, when the first initial actions are done, how to assure the client that the work is not finished. So it's not one-off SEO audit or one-off content optimization action, but rather monitoring the situation, maintaining the high rankings, and continuously optimizing pages on regular cadence. So because, well, obviously the work is never done with SEO, so it's quite obvious. But how to achieve all of these? And for the agency, the key tool I see to deliver results quickly is the content audit tool. And I would definitely recommend landing every new client in a content audit tool. What it does, basically, it connects with the Google Search Console and allows you to review the top performing pages of your website along with their content score and Google Search Console statistics, so you know which pages are popular, which pages are in a striking distance. Let's say position 20, position 15, not there yet, but really having the authority to rank higher. And it's available with a single click. So you just connect the Search Console, go through your list of your pages, and select the one client that you just landed. It actually applies not only to the SEO manager in the agency, it's also number one thing I recommend for the in-house. But with this example, I wanted to emphasize that when you have 50 clients in the agency, you are supposed to have 50 projects in the content audit. I'm telling you, every your client should be monitored with this. And what it gives you the clarity within the very first look that there is a tab, best opportunities, that clicked reveals all the pages that have low content score yet ranking relatively well, position 10, 11, 5, 20, 13. These pages are really high considering their really low score, which means that Google appreciated your content even though you didn't do well with the content itself. And when you can spot pages that are ranking quite high already yet are not optimized, these pages are really likely to respond to the optimization and then bring you more traffic. So every single project should start in here, and these best opportunities should be your first month or second month tasks done for your client 100%. And with every month, these best opportunities will be updated. So if there's something going on, you will also be notified. So we hit two birds with one stone, basically. So we take care of the first impression on the client, because we can tackle pages that are really close, that are very likely to respond positively. So within really short period of time, we can improve our results, and then we can propose another pages for recurring continuous optimization. So there's always work to show that, hey, we did this, we did that, we did something else. All right, so we got these two covered. So which pages tackle to impress, and then how to keep them engaged with new pages optimized that bring them more and more traffic. But what about upselling them for a new content production? And as for now, these tools are separated, but you can expect these tools to be connected. So the content audit will also show you a domain map for with the plan for the topical authority. But for now, it's within the topic explorer. And when you look at the topic explorer and the same website, the PEEP strategy that we've been looking at, we can already find a bunch of clusters on the left hand side that we could be covering, but we are not. They are strictly related to what this website is about right now, because it analyzed their Google Search Console keywords, and with this knowledge we know how it can grow to keep this growth in the same area. So like when you're writing about SEO, we will keep suggesting topics about SEO, not PPC, not television ads, only after you cover the whole SEO thing. And when you look at these numbers here on the left hand side, market penetration, there's a keyword difficulty of 50-ish, search volume almost 100k of the whole topic, and we also have a coverage 3 out of 13. So we already touched this topic, market penetration. Let's look at this. So we've got 2 articles covered. They are ranking somewhere, how to get someone to buy your product, market share and competition, but there are a bunch of other topics that we should consider covering as well, like business penetration, marketing for a product, market orientation. Let's take a look at the keywords in there. So these are all the keywords within this cluster. This article is really popular. Its difficulty is 60, its search volume is almost 20,000. There's 77 keywords in this particular cluster. So it will be definitely worth to take care of this particular topic. And with this tool in place, you can tell your client, hey, we've got work to do, which means that we should publish at least a few pieces to close this topical authority gap that we currently have, because we should cover almost 400 topics in here, while right now we only have 26 covered. So we covered 2 more compared to the last month, because this analysis was updated 4 days ago. So this is how you can create this topical map based on the Google Search Console. There's also a new article ideas feed that skips all of these topics, all of these like ideas clustered in groups. If you just want ideas that are your best opportunities, there is a list that you can choose from, and there is already 35 ideas you can pitch to the client, and they will be really useful to get covered. The SEO Manager and Head of SEO, let's wrap it up. What are the key benefits of actually using these tools? First, you can let people work because they know which pages to optimize. Actually, I forgot to show you how these pages are getting optimized. So let's take a look at this. What is the course content and how to write it? We can optimize it with content editor credit, and we receive the content that is scraped from the page. We see the score, we see the missing entities. So we basically incorporate these entities into the content, or we can just hit the auto optimize and let AI do the work. I'll just show you how it's done, how it's writing live. So we'll see how much score I can get while I'm drinking this juice. Okay, let's see how it goes. It's rewriting a couple of sections at the same time. Can you writer do this? No, probably not, but that's not the thing. The thing is to increase the score. Well, 53 to 69, not bad. Maybe if we will work on it a few minutes more, maybe include these top keywords that are still 0, it will make a good progress on the score. So this is how you optimize these pages, but this is actually not the task of the manager. This is the task of the SEO specialist who's executing. But let me quickly go back to the key benefits for the managerial. So you can let people work, because if you create an SOP that tells you, hey, create a content audit and get all of these best opportunities done first, then, well, the SOP for the optimization done. Then create, go to the topic explorer, create a domain map, explore new topics, domain map, and create a domain map for a client, then pitch some article ideas even from this list. This is the great list to pitch to the client directly. So you get another SOP. And how to turn these into briefs, you will find out really soon. So again, you can let them work because they know you are sure they are doing good stuff. Then you can let your more experienced SEOs within your team to focus on other problems that require more understanding, like writing schema, like doing site migration, doing some initial audits, doing some technical audits, or even setting up the HD access files, or like whatever that requires a little bit more SEO experience. So you can even outsource this work to juniors you can outsource this work to interns, and it will be done equally good, and your most experienced people can work on more sophisticated problems. So in the end, your team's capacity is bigger, and you have a proof to upsell a content production because you show the gap. A client, we have a gap, so maybe on top of our contract that is 10 hours to optimize whatever amount of pages and do whatever else you offer, you can pitch an upsell to basically sell a little bit more, which is some content production services. Okay, so that's for the manager. Let's move to the SEO specialist. SEO specialist is executing these tasks. So let's go back to the content audit and let's try to execute. Okay, I showed you the execution already. So we can open one more page, why not? And we can try to auto optimize it quickly and then insert internal links. But in general, when you have 10 pages to optimize, that's a hypothetical number. Within the contract for a client, you got the 10 pages to optimize a month. So you not only know which pages you should optimize first, but you also know how to improve their optimization by basically including these entities that we suggest, adding more headings, adding more paragraphs, adding more content, well, based on what we have found in the SERP, because all of these guidelines come from the SERP. Well, for this keyword, Wesley and McLean communication model, this is the main focus keyword for this article. So we analyzed the SERP, so we checked who is ranking, how they do it, so they rank, and we tell you what you are missing. And in this case, we optimized 12 sections, added 28 NLP entities, and increased the score by far, 87. So let's move the optimization further. We can insert internal links, but to do that, I need to hide it from your screen for a second because I've got a bunch of other search consoles in there. So I will just select the search console of PEEP strategy from among the other pages that I don't want you to see. If you know, if you know, you know. So I just click insert internal links and move back to here. And it's inserting already. I just selected the domain property, okay? And boom, 10 internal links inserted. Like, let's say, mass communication. What is it linking to? To what is mass communication, obviously, because this website, this page, what is mass communication, ranks for a keyword mass communication, and we found mass communication keyword in this article, so it's quite obvious that we created an internal link between this page and that page because they are related, because they are using keywords that each other ranks for. So imagine that we just optimized a page. We inserted internal links for better crawlability and semantic connections between the pages. We did already one. It took me like 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, more like 3 minutes. And well, we did it. We did it already, right? If I were to optimize 10 pages, it would take me 10x. Maybe within an hour, I can take care of the of work for a client for the whole month, and the work will be an honest work, a good job done because I optimized 10 URLs, which is fulfilling the contract. So first, I saved time on gathering data because I didn't have to go to Search Console to figure out which pages require optimization. Then I didn't spend time going to the SERP, researching, even finding out which entities should I include. Like really, whatever. Like there's a lot of work prior to actually executing the task, and I took it for granted because Surfer did it for me already. I knew the score. I knew I was low. I knew why I was low because I didn't use quite a lot of entities. I'm not saying it couldn't be improved because, well, if we adjust to only not used terms, there is still a lot of work to do, and we can improve it further. So the next month we can do manual optimization and actually take care of adding these other entities to improve the semantics relevancy of this article. So we can even split it in like rounds of the optimization. So I save time on gathering data, I save time on executing, and using the content editor, I was able to actually see my work being done, which is great feedback while working on something. And well, in the end, I was able to take care of one more, two more, five more clients because I got this SOP that is extremely effective and quick. Well, within the same team, you can take on more clients, or you can provide better services to them because you take care of the optimization way quicker than you used to be. So you can spend that time on some creative tasks, on some technical audits, on some backlink acquisition, on, well, anything that comes to your mind, really. So we freed up your time, basically, of the SEO specialist. And when his work also, or her work, is to prepare 4 article ideas a month, which is pretty standard offer, imagine yourself figuring out, let me clean up this whole article. We start from scratch. There's nothing. Imagine we don't even know these entities. We even don't know who is ranking. We don't know who is ranking for this keyword. So we have to go to Google. We have to read all of these pages manually. Let's try to read one of these. We need to assess the information from this website, this page. We need to read the definitions, extract knowledge, extract entities, and so on and so forth. We need to repeat it a couple of times from this SERP, and we are only in a moment when we know roughly what topics we should include on this page, which is, well, not enough to brief a writer, not to mention how long this page should be, how many headings it should contain, how many paragraphs it should be, the content should be divided with. And imagine we have to do 4 of these. When I was doing these briefings manually, it took me a couple of hours to figure out something that was really useful. And it wasn't even considering the outline, but look at this. There's a button, insert outline. Don't overlook it. We didn't do a good job in the UX of this feature, but look, I clicked on this, and right now we are analyzing in real time all of these competitors that I showed you here. All of these guys are analyzed against their content. What do they have? What did they touch? And let's wait a couple more seconds because there's a lot of calculations done right now. And when it's done, it will blow your minds because we will be able to send it directly to the writer to fill it with the best content they can provide. Your outline is on the way, and I keep talking. Maybe I will have a drink right now because it's a good time for a break. And ideally, I said break, and I meant 30 seconds of silence instead of feature not working. But apparently, as we are on a live streaming event, oh, thank God. Well, it took a little bit longer than I expected, but look at this. Look at this gem, because it's a gem. Look, we've got the outline, we have headings, we've got facts to be mentioned within each. We even know when it was developed, 1957. Oh, a little recommendation. So I will use it. But anyway, this thing is ready to be sent to the writer. The research, the huge competitive research is already done. So the only thing the writer should do is to replace these bullet points with the actual content. How we do it? We click the share button, we copy the link, and anyone can access this link without logging into Surfer. Without logging into Surfer. So you can send it over, I can send it over to you. Go play with it. It's a collaborative editor. We can even test the comments. Yo, what do you think? So we can even collaborate on it right now. You can all jump on this link I sent you and we can talk in comments. This way we will increase the usage of comments in the application because it's a production environment. So we can, oh yeah, we got some people. Jojo, nice to see you, Jojo. Yeah, we can use it as a collaborative editor to actually feedback each section. Four people already using the document. Nice. Nice adoption. 52 people. I want to see 50. No, kidding. It will probably break. Or we can try to break it. We can try to break it. 5 people currently editing the document. Let's see how many people can edit a single document to kill the product. Okay, this is nice. I didn't plan it, but it's really fun. 8 people. You can see it at the bottom that you are connected and 8 people are currently editing the document. And we can try the comments. Comment. So you select the piece of content, add a comment, whatever. And you can reply to my comment. Yo, this is terrible. Okay, so, oh yeah. Greetings. I'm also in Poland. And we got 14 people and it's still not broken, which is a great success for our engineers. So yeah, this is how you can send it over to the writer. Okay, going back to what I was about to say, because it's 40 minutes already and I didn't touch a lot yet, really. But this is the brief. I created this brief. It took me to create the content editor. Okay, I will go there to the topical map. Okay, still 12 people. Okay, topic explorer again, the PEEP strategy, and let's say we want this marketing concepts. So we just okay, I will maybe take the one with the lowest keyword difficulty. Let's sort it by the difficulty. Oh, really low difficulty, core marketing concept. So we can either write it with content editor or write it with Surfer AI. I choose to write it by hand. So I scheduled this analysis to be created, and after it's done, so after we collect the competitors, analyze the entities, and so on and so forth, I will be able to trigger inserting the outline. And when the outline is triggered, I have the brief ready to send over to the writer. To create 4 of these, well, let's create 4 of these. Second, third, and fourth. And after they are finished, I will just visit these URLs and trigger the outline. Maybe I would tweak the outline a little bit because, well, maybe I have a different opinion on whatever. So we can create 4 content briefs that are extremely detailed with a great content outline, with entities, with everything in place in 5 minutes. So my SEO specialist, whose tasks was to create 4 article briefings for the writers and to optimize 10 pages a month, it turned out to be closed within an hour. What should I do now? Take on another client? Maybe do something else? Maybe, well, spend time with family, talking to the SEO freelancers right now? Your choice, actually. Well, this is, let me wrap it up for the SEO specialist. First, you can work on more clients. Second, you can outsource the work to an intern or VA or someone that is less experienced because, well, it's just the SOP. You click this, you click that, then you receive this, and then send over the link. That's all. You do not require experienced SEO to do this. The experienced SEO can select which topics are the most promising because your SEO expert knew that you will sort by the keyword difficulty, right? So you start with the easier articles because, well, your client has a fresh domain, so you prefer these easier articles to start with. So this is where you need someone with a little bit more experience. However, it can also be part of the SOP. So let's say navigate to the new article ideas and sort by the keyword difficulty from the lowest, and boom, done. So it can also be a part of the SOP. And it's easy to cooperate, as we already proved that 15 people can cooperate on the single article. I wish you are still there. But I got the notes on the right hand side. Probably you can notice me looking there from time to time. There is one note that says white label. What it means, white label. It means that you can have content editor, audit feature here, branded. It can be your agency's content editor with your URL, with your URL in there. So like youragencyname.com, and you can, like, you don't have to disclose you're using Surfer, but you can use Surfer and cooperate, use all of these features without letting the client know that you are using this. So another benefit for the agency. And now I'm gonna blow your mind because we are moving to the sales. Can sales use the product? Yes. I would actually start with the SERP Analyzer. Yes, I will start with the SERP Analyzer. Let's say we wanna United States, maybe Chicago, and roofing services, let's say, because there are marketing agencies for roofers. They are. We can right now we can show the process of how you can do outbound sales for your potential leads in this thing. Yeah, while it's loading, I see one recovery asking for the custom tone, and the custom tone that is revolutionizing the whole thing is really coming soon, really soon. So we managed to figure out the tone based on a couple of sentences that you provide, and these couple of sentences can turn your generic ChatGPT output into the output that reflects the style you've provided. It's on a finishing phase, so you will get this soon. Okay, roofing services, we are doing outbound sales. Okay, let's go check it out. SERP Analyzer analyzes the whole SERP, obviously, with bunch of ranking factors, but I just used it to see the content scores. Okay, I used it to see the content scores. There are some pages that are better optimized, some pages that are not, but let me go to the second page of Google, which is between, well, position 11 and 25-ish, let's say, and I will target some businesses with relatively strong domains, which is this domain score. Definitely not Forbes. We are not going to approach the Forbes. These guys are really promising. Oh, these guys are even more promising. Domain score 4, so quite good, but the content score is really low. Legacy roofing. Let's look at a website. Yeah, there's a website. There's no content on it. Roofing service provider. Okay. So what we do, we create the audit for them. The audit says that there are so many keywords missing on their page. that they only have like very little content on their page, that they have zero exact keywords in their body, while everybody in the top used a bunch of other issues, and we can send it over to them like the content editor, and this thing also can be branded, so white labeled. It can be youragencysname.com. You can send it over to the client and say like, hey, we specialize in content optimization. We found out that your website is not really performing well. We got the tools. Look, there is the report. We know how to turn this report into green. And we have approved that other pages in the top, they have their content optimized in green. And we can help you get there just by fixing these errors. Wanna try it? And you can even optimize one of these pages for them for free with auto optimize. Why not? And win them for life. When we were using this technique in the agency, it was really working well. And if we could do it, you can do it as well. So this is how you can use it for sales. So find some pages that have quite strong domain but really weak content. I found them here on the list. This one 28, or this one 46, 47. No, not this one because it's Forbes, but blog. Now this is not the thing. We wanna roofers. We wanna roofers. Gorman Roofing, definitely a good potential client. Yeah, they are roofers. They are roofers. So we can send them over a proposal like, we fix the content for you, and you will see the improvement. You will see more leads, and you will become our client. Everyone's happy. So you get higher conversion because these pitches are personalized with your client's data, potential client's data. You are not over promising the results because you see on the data that their page is really not so well optimized compared to the others. They have relatively strong domains, so they can get into the top 10 because there are domains strong as them in the top 10. So it's really possible to deliver the result. And this way you get more sales. Simple as that. All of these that I shared, so the SEO Manager, Head of SEO Persona tasks, so it's a strategy, SOPs, things. SEO Specialist, so the execution tasks, and sales things can be applied to SEO freelancers and affiliate marketers, as they do everything on their own. And you can free up your time. Actually, the SEO freelancer will find it even more beneficial as well. It's only their time in there. And if SEO freelancer can outsource some simple SOP to a VA or intern, whatever, it will free up so much time. So, that being said, let me go back home here. Who do we have in here in the notes? We also have a content manager and a content writer. Content manager is a position quite often in either the agency or the in-house that decides on the keyword research, the topic research, and then briefing and cooperation with the writers. So the whole process I showed you can be executed this way. Again, topic explorer, but this time we are not starting with the domain map, but with the topical map. And I start with a keyword. In this case, I see that this one is really nice, so I will use it, back pain exercise. So if we were like chiropractor, or if we were, I don't know, someone helping with the with the back pain, these topics will be really nice to cover on the website and send some strong internal links to, well, treatments, messages, whatever. So the content manager receives a task. Let's create a content plan for back pain treatments, back pain exercises. And or we can have a SaaS application with back pain exercises, right? Why not? Actually, that would be a good idea for such an app that tells you every day, like, hey, do this, do that. But anyway, I sidetracked a little. But look at these. We've got a bunch of topics coming from exercises, strengthening lower back, through the neck, posture, workout correction, posture issues. So let's look at the posture issues. Hopefully it will load up. It's a live stream. It has to break, because why not? It's a live stream. Come on. What's going on? Okay, lower back barbell exercises. Okay, let's focus on lower back yoga. Why not? So let's imagine the client wants to get into yoga and connect the lower back. So the content manager, the research is done, the topical map is done. It's based on the clusters. It have the keyword difficulty, have the search volumes. It has everything. Like, look, all of the keywords that are related to the yoga exercises for lower back pain are there. They're all included, and you can either create AI article with one click, or you can write it on your own and get the guidelines like that. And well, ideation phase is done. Your role is basically to choose the best topics to cover right now that you pitch to client, turn into guidelines, and send over to the writer, to the appropriate writer that can turn it into a masterpiece for your client. So I was creating such topical maps for a couple of hours is not enough. I would say a couple of days if I wanted to get 1,000 article ideas that will in total have 50 million of search volume, all of the topics. Let me visualize it, because why not? With all of the topics, even on such a grid that shows you what's in the middle. Back exercise, obviously, lower back workout. On this side, we got yoga. On this side, we got side back pain, middle back pain. And it's like, it's going from the middle, which is where we started, which is back pain exercise. And it goes to like, you got areas semantically connected to each other. So it's really a map. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can show the difficulty in here. You can get the coverage when you connect the Search Console here. Connect the Search Console about back pain exercise. You will see what is already covered or not. And if you don't want it, you can start with, let's say, this article and start it out. And when it started, it will be marked as covered because, well, you already started it. So it will mark like that. So the plan is done. Briefing. What about briefing? Coverage. Where were we? Wasn't it supposed to be marked? What was that? Cluster. I used, I think, that one. Coverage. Where is the one out of? Yeah, maybe it will turn into one when it's the analysis finished. But anyway, remember, do you remember when we pulled the outline? So the brief will be done. So competitors research done, topic research done, entities research done, outline done. In one click, hours saved, if not days. So the content manager from now on with such a tool can plan content for, let's say, 2-3 clients a day, easy, with cooperation. Okay, let's lower it to one client a day with executing these tasks with some outsourced writers. Well, 20, 30 clients, a single content manager can take over. Or when it's in-house team, then well, you can shine. You can shine with this approach, really. So, key benefits: basically a huge time saver, a huge data-driven analysis that drives results, because this is what Google wants. If it's for the agency, you can upsell SEO optimized articles, because now you know how to make them SEO optimized, because you are not only doing the research but also SEO research for the specific page. And you don't need an SEO to optimize the content, because the writer will optimize the content while it's writing, because you give them guidelines that include these entities and statistics, how to please Google. Uh, well, it's only benefits, isn't it? When it comes to the writer, and we are running out of time, I will maybe I should split it into two different episodes, because we still have writer, we have general marketing, or the business owner. So maybe I will go quickly through the content writer, which is basically using content editor, using this product, and you become SEO content writer. Let me remove these guys and insert the outline. You become SEO content writer. You can upsell your services as SEO optimized content. You can become an editor and sell AI articles that are edited by human, which is you. There are many benefits in here, and the data is easily accessible. You don't have to know how to extract entities, how to analyze HTML of the pages. It's done for you. Okay. And when it comes to the marketing, not SEO specific, and the business owners, you don't know SEO, but you want to touch base. You want to do something beneficial. You want to get some more organic traffic. Well, you basically start with the content audit tool for your website. You create the content audit, and you got some best opportunities. You start there, and that's the best way to start getting more organic visitors from Google. If you don't know what to write about, you create a domain map or a topical map. Domain map is better when you already have a lot of content and you want to explore more. When you don't have too much content on your website, the topical map is better. Back pain exercise, this cluster is really great, and like showing the full value of this product. So the summary for the marketing and the business is basically that you don't need to know too much about SEO to drive at least some results, to at least understand which pages require your attention and which pages you should create to close the topical gap. How many people we have? 44 people. Like, share, and subscribe, because it's 7 p.m. and we are heading to an end. I see that Alex was answering all of the questions along the way, which is awesome. Thank you, Alex. Sally, is there a way that these can also be optimized by categorized by tofu bofu? Why not? We've been talking about it with Jakub Sadowski, who is running this project, and this request is shared among more people. Not only you ask for it, so we may be able to add such a category in there. Thank you, Jojo, for being with me today. Appreciate that. Remember, like, share, and subscribe, because I host these webinars like twice a month, quite regular cadence recently. We also have a lot of materials dropped by Tomek. He's sharing a lot of insights about SEO in general, about AI, about detectability, about really everything you need to know about SEO. So stick around. Again, like, share, and subscribe. You won't regret it. And thank you so much for being with me today. Really appreciate that. Have a great rest of the week.